The bonus stage, or bonus level, or bonus round, or whatever you want to call it, has been a mainstay of video games for darn near as long as most of us can remember. From the car-smashing stage of Street Fighter II to the totally tubular half-pipe of Sonic the Hedgehog 2, bonus levels can quite often be a huge amount of fun in their own right, occasionally even being more memorable than the regular stages of the game itself. But here's the question. What was the first bonus stage in a video game? I mean the very first one. Well, according to many historical accounts, that honor would go to Namco's Rally X. Heck, even the Wikipedia entry for bonus stage lists Rally X alone, all by itself, as, quote, one of the first to feature a bonus stage, end quote. And that screenshot right there is Rally X, the first version developed by Namco and released in October of 1980. In it, the bonus level is referred to as a challenging stage. Well, kinda. If you look a little bit closer, you'll note the spelling error. Challenging stage, with an R instead of two L's. Whoops. This translation mistake was fixed in a midway release of the game a few months later. Just the same, it makes me giggle because saying challenging stage is funny. But hold on for a second. One of the first. Wikipedia says this is one of the first. That's pretty non-specific language there. In fact, it is so non-specific that it's an almost pointless fact. What is was it the first? I mean, really? Was it the second? Was it the seventh? If it was the seventh, it would still be kind of like one of the first, right? Nonetheless, you'll find references to Rally X being, quote, one of the first games with a bonus stage all over the inner tubes. But because this is the Lunduk Journal, let's set the record straight with some cold, hard, actual facts. Number 1, Rally X was not the first video game with a bonus stage. Point in fact, it was the second game with a bonus stage, specifically. The first game with a bonus stage, well, that goes to Carnival. In June of 1980, just 4 months before the release of Namco's Rally X, the world got the very, very, very first video game to ever have a dedicated bonus level. That is from Sega Gremlin's Carnival. Note that Gremlin was an arcade game developer in San Diego, California, which was purchased by Sega in the late 1970s, which means the video game bonus stage was invented in San Diego, California. Worth noting. Carnival was a pretty simple game. It was, in essence, a video game version of a shooting gallery, just like you'd find, at a carnival. You shoot at little animals and earn points. It's very, very straightforward. If the player managed to shoot every single animal on the screen, including the ducks, which could be a real pain in the rear as they would pop back up if you don't clear the level fast enough, you were immediately taken to the bonus stage. So what did that bonus stage look like? Behold! For the first bonus round, you shoot a bear. Every time you shoot the bear, you get extra points, and each time you hit the bear, it changes direction and goes the other way, back and forth, left and right, speeding up a little bit on each turn. Eventually, that crazy bear is so amped up, clearly on some sort of crazy illegal stimulant, that it just shoots off the screen. Once it leaves the screen, the bonus level is done, and you move on to the next regular level of the game. Initially, you only have one bear in the bonus stage, but as the game progresses, multiple bear targets start appearing, eventually maxing out at, wait for it, 4 bears. So, there you have it. Definitively, and without question, the first video games to have a bonus stage are, in order with specific dates, Carnival from Sega Gremlin, number 1, the first game ever to have a bonus stage, in June of 1980, and the second game ever, number 2, Rally X from Namco, in October of 1980. The next time you see someone talking vaguely about the origin of the bonus stage or trying to pass off Rally X as the first, you send them here. You let the Lunduk Journal set them straight. I like to do this a fair bit. I love pointing out the myths and the misconceptions and just the false history out there about video games and computing and all that sort of thing. There's a lot of it. There's a lot of it out there. I like to bust those myths apart. Because holy heavens, they get repeated so often. And this is a small one. We're passing off Rally X as the first one, right? As the first bonus level up. No, it's the second. But I mean, those facts matter, right? You don't want to deprive that bear that we that's on clearly meth and speed from his time in the limelight as being the first bonus level bad guy to shoot. I mean, come on, you got to give him that. So this article was first published almost 2 weeks ago over on the Lunduke Journal, lunduke.locals.com. If you're watching this over on YouTube and whatnot, you got it like a week or two later because you're missing out on all the goodness. All the sweet, sweet nerdiness that takes place at lunduke.locals.com. You want to go over there right now, get a free account. Don't even pay anything. Don't even give me any money right now. If you want to give me money later, give me money later. It's fine. I love money. But just the same, just go get a friggin' free account so you don't miss out on all this stuff. You love this stuff, so go to lunduke.locals.com. It's great. Your information doesn't get sold to anybody. It doesn't get given to other companies. It's kept in pure confidence. We don't take a single dime for anything from any big tech company, right? So no company can come to us and buy our user lists and market to you. We don't run advertisements. We don't do product sponsorship. We do none of it. We are funded entirely from subscriptions from people like you, and that's it. But if you don't feel like subscribing right now, no big whoop. Go get the free account at lunduke.locals.com. You'll be glad you did.